Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to, well, what could be our shortest Stellaris series ever, as we play the Grand Experimenter Symposium here. This race I put together, which has the Doomsday origins. So this is a very challenging origin, because we only have 35 to 45 years, it's going to be random, before our homeworld explodes. So we absolutely have to find another habitable planet before that happens, or we are just dead. Game over. And the problem with it as well is even if we do find a world that happens to have the same, arid is what I chose here. Even if we have another world that's arid, we're only going to have 80% base habitability on it instead of 100% from our homeworld. And I did not choose the adaptable trait with this species. In fact, I even considered being non-adaptable just to make an extra challenge, and I realized, no, that's probably going to be impossibly hard. Even this is going to be incredibly random and very tricksy. So we'll see how it goes once we jump in here. But the idea with this is I wanted a kind of a happy-go-lucky race of very enthusiastic scientists who don't always think about the consequences of their actions. And I don't know exactly what it is that doomed our homeworld, but it's something that we did. You know, we dug deeply and greedily for some reason. Maybe we tried to do something with the magnetic field. Maybe we dug down to the core to extract some sort of rare mineral. Maybe that's why we have hyperdrives, for example. I don't know what it is, but somehow, some way we doomed the planet. We're a little Kryptonian, one of those things. We don't have actually super strong traits. Intelligent, natural engineer, yeah, we're going to be teching like crazy, but they're actually surprisingly not that potent in terms of a trait. We are fleeting because for some reason we keep blowing up our labs and dying young and early. This is a terrible trait. You really want your leaders, your scientists, your admirals, etc. to live as long as possible so they get to very high levels of experience and retain that for a long time. We do have quick learners, which is going to help us at least get some levels before they die. And I threw in weak because it sort of made sense for our lab rats over here. Worker pop resources output's a little lower, so this is just for our worker tiers, not our specialists and things, so especially our miners and farmers and technicians. There might be another couple of worker jobs that come up from time to time. They will do a little less good there, but hopefully at some point we'll probably develop robots. This is going to be especially important when we are on we're going to be on a lower habitability planet. We're really going to have to rely on our workforce. And ideally, we'd want as many of our actual species to be in research positions since we're so good at it. Government type. So I went Imperial. The idea is the leader of our government is going to have tenured position. So they have a permanent position until death. So we're going Imperial. It does give us +1 edict capacity. We'll see if it's useful or not. We'll see how it goes. We are going to pick technocracy over here. Our capital building will replace some administrative job with science directors. So they produce science and give us unity over there. Free haven. So we really are going to be open. We're xenophilic and free haven. We are welcome to any and all species who are interested in doing science. So we are going to get, whenever we do find another planet, our pop will grow fairly quickly. And one of the things with this is hopefully we'll bring in people from different biomes maybe, and that maybe we can colonize more planets than just arid. In fact, we might preemptively go and we might colonize like an ocean world. Just if we have a migration treaty with the species who are from ocean worlds, then we might grab one, even if it's only like 10% habitability for us. And then we will, hopefully they will migrate in, and then we can shuffle our people around at that point. We're going to go fanatic materialist because it makes sense for us, I think, because we are so science-focused over here. It will make our robot upkeep cheaper later on, and we get more research speed boost. So research is going to be really strong, but again, flat research modifiers are not actually as strong as things that just boost you generically, like improved habitability, faster growth rates, things like that do tend to have bigger bang for your buck, but we'll see. In terms of a setup over here, let me reset to default. I don't think I want to go like huge. I don't know if I want to go medium. Maybe we'll split the difference. We'll go large over here. I don't want to overcrowd the galaxy either, because we need to be able to find some planets for us to live in. So the default for this 12, maybe I'll go up to, I don't know, hey, 18 is a pretty good number. I'm going to turn off advanced AI starts. We'll keep, maybe we'll just have 2 fallen empires. And I guess we'll keep the Marauder Empires, that'll be fine. Tech, tradition, cost will leave the same. Habitable worlds, a lot of times I have fun reducing this number, but I think it would murder us if we did that, because we were going to be desperate to find habitable worlds. Oh, the other thing is the guaranteed habitable worlds. So normally you have 2 guaranteed habitable worlds within a couple of jumps from your home system. As a Doom world setup, we don't get any. So what we could do, if we did this, I believe this would make 0 difference for us. I think I might do this because this is going to be an incredibly hard game regardless. We really don't want to give the AI the ability to just, like, blob out way faster than us. Because, like, they're going to start with a home world plus 2 habitable worlds. We're going to start with effectively nothing because our homeworld is only temporary. It's going to go away. So I think we're going to do that. Let's go back up over here where habitable worlds, primitive civilizations will stay the same. Crisis, strength, type, years, I think we'll keep the way it is as well. Difficulty, we're once again going to go Grand Admiral. And I was thinking about maybe playing with scaling difficulty off. Maybe not going Grand Admiral, but, you know, going a higher difficulty with the scaling off, but not this game. I think we're going to have enough. This is going to be an incredibly difficult game as is. So we're going to have the scaling difficulty on. So eventually the AI will get the full Grand Admiral bonus, but to start off with, we're going to start off on easy footing. Then they'll gain bonuses as the game goes forward. AI aggressiveness will leave normal. Empire placement will leave random, which is normal. No advanced neighbors. Hyper lane density, a lot of times I actually do like to bring this down because I think it leads to interesting gameplay, but we really are going to need the mobility that I'm not going to go more, but we are going to need the ability to skirt around like space monsters to desperately find those planets we can live in. We'll leave the gateways and wormholes default. Guaranteed habitable worlds we turned off. I'd like to turn off the caravaneers because mostly I just find the pop-ups for them kind of annoying as the game goes on. We'll turn off xenocompatibility because this ascension perk, when you do run in a larger world, the late game it can slow down a little bit because of all the subspecies it creates. I don't believe these sliders were here last time we played this. This are tweaks to the growth rate on planets, so you can make your population grow faster or slower with these. We're going to leave on the default, and as usual for my recording, I'm going to leave Iron Man off, and we're going to go ahead and hit play. So fingers crossed. All right. Here's our position in the galaxy. We're starting the northeast, even though, yeah, that term doesn't really apply, but, you know, northeast over here. We'll call it the Alpha Quadrant, the top right corner. I don't know. We're going to go with it just because we can. I like this because we've got a lot of room between the rim and the galactic center, I suppose, to expand. So effectively, we can expand in every single direction in our quest to find a new world to replace the one we're in. Let's take a look at our planet over here. So we've got this Doomsday modifier. We're going to, as soon as I unpause, this is going to advance to do some traits. It's going to generate some devastation on the planet, give us some penalties to just about everything, but it's going to compensate by giving us a boost to mineral and alloy and energy production, something like that, to try to balance that out. So we're going to get a few more raw resources to be able to expand out faster, but we will get malices effectively to our science rate and things like that as well. So I don't think we get a bonus to food production. It's going to hurt our consumer good production as well. I did a test with Doomsday just to see what the modifiers look like when you start, and these two numbers will go negative virtually right away, but everything else will be mostly okay. I don't know if it makes any sense to go and clear out any of these districts over here. The sprawling slum, I suppose, is always worth it because we will get the extra pop. So we'll probably, well, if I remember, at some point when we get 300 energy, I'll probably clear out the sprawling slums, should I recall. What did I say about an ocean world? So that's great that there is technically a habitable world right next to ours. The guaranteed habitable worlds is of your type, basically. This is just a random one that could come up anyway, and it's not of our type. I mean, we're arid. This is ocean. I don't know what the percentage is, but it's going to be extremely low. As I say, it's not going to show up in here because it hasn't been surveyed yet, but at some point it will be surveyed, and we'll see. It will be really low. I suppose out of desperation, we could move there and try to survive, but oh my god, it would be devastatingly bad. All right, let's check our science out over here. I'm quite keen, I think, on starting in quantum theory for more research boost. We don't need the fusion reactors or deflectors right away, so that's a pretty easy decision. For society, there's the research boost. The only other one that might be a little bit more appealing than this is the one that gives us the +2 unity per month right away. But yeah, we'll go ahead and take that. I don't need the hydroponic farms right now, and we don't need this. Depending on the planets we find, conceivably we might not have a good farming planet. Like, your capital's always got a decent amount of farming slots, but we might move to a planet that barely has any. We may have to rely on hydroponic farms and bays later on, but not right now. We'll take the research boost. The more minerals is nice, but I think, you know what, we'll just go for the flush of research bonuses over here. 3 of a kind? I don't know what the best analogy is there, but there we go. Okay. Our science ship, we will... So here's the thing. As long as you can see the name, I think it will show you if there is a planet there. I don't know if you have to start surveying. No, I think as soon as you enter a system, or if it's within sensor range, I think it'll reveal if there's a planet at all. So theoretically, we could just go... I could set my science ship to just explore. Like, it would just move there and start spotting things. But I suppose we should at least do a survey on our adjacent systems, because we're going to have to expand out in one direction anyway. And what the heck, let's start with the one that's got a planet on it. I will go and ask for another science ship. We will have to wait 3 months before we've got enough money to hire someone. Well, I guess we might be able to hire the 100 gold one, but ideally, there's going to be one that is better than that. And for my construction ship, sometimes I wonder if it is worth getting the research right away, but we're going to go with the minerals so that we can keep building things as we go. I think that's our entire setup. I think we're pretty good here. No reason to move my military fleet at all. Was there anything else that I meant to talk about? Well, actually, we could take a look at Grand Experimenter Petra, see what her traits are. Fertility Preacher, we get more food, more pop growth. That's actually kind of nice. Trade value plus 10% isn't terribly exciting. We looked at our racial... I think I can just go ahead and unpause. And let's go to fastest speed. The end is nigh. There we go. As earthquakes and volcanic activity on Primary continue to increase in frequency... Oh, by the way, our planet is called Primary. Possibly because it's the first, but also possibly we could go with an academic theme. This is primary school. We can go secondary school, university. I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll see. And our star is the Spark of Genius, which I like. So, continue to increase frequency and intensity. Our scientists are now able to more accurately predict when the end will come. They estimate that we have between 35 to 45 years until the planet detonates. One thing I don't know is if when you get closer to the end, if you get an accurate countdown at that point. So you know exactly how long you've got to, migrate the rest of your population off the planet. I don't know. Conditions on the surface will steadily deteriorate until then. The only good news is that the violent tectonic movements have made it easier to access the rich resources of the planet's mantle, increasing our production capacity. So we get devastation. We get minus 30% habitability, which is a horrible malus. And then we get a bonus to alloys, minerals, and energy credits. But then we get negative stability. And then, yeah, people want to leave the planet. So if we take a look at the planet now, we are going to be sitting over here. We're at 80% habitability. And I thought it was minus 30%. Do we have a 10% from something? Because it starts 100% on your home world. I don't know. Anyway, and yeah, so we need 20% more amenities to keep our pops going. Their upkeep goes up 20% as well. We get 10% fewer resources from jobs, although we do get the plus 30% to alloys, minerals, and energy. So it's minus 10% science, food, and consumer goods is what we're being hit with over here. And then our population grows slower as well. So it's really terrible. You don't only have to contend with the fact that you're going to lose your homeworld, you have to contend with the fact that you actually have pretty crap production. You can see some negatives over here. Although, again, your minerals, your alloys, your energy is going to be pretty good. Okay, we've got our heir. Our protege is fine. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to move you over here. And then next month, I'll be able to recruit a scientist. So yeah, we may as well move you ahead of time. I think this one, after you're done there, we're going to survey... We're just going to try to, expand our circle as quickly as possible.
Construction project concluded.
All right. Let's recruit. Who do we have? Ooh! Anomaly discovery chance is fantastic. In fact, see, Carefree doesn't really matter too much. We're going to want to pick up that other one pretty soon. But that makes sense, because we're going to be grabbing these science ships pretty fast. Okay, let's survey out, I don't know, that way. Something like that. Find me a habitable world, please. I'm going to get the research station next, because our energy credit income is pretty decent. Oh, come on. I'm already nervous. In my tests, I ran a start a couple of times with the Doomsday just to get a feel. I only played like 10 or 20. No, not even 20. About 10 years on my 2 starts. And in neither one of them did I find a habitable world before getting boxed in. But I was playing on the standard size map, so that's one of the reasons I went up 1 size level over here. I didn't want to play on the huge map this time around. Okay, that doesn't take too long. I really am eager to find more, like, our planets as soon as possible. But since this is directly adjacent to our homeworld, I'm going to research this immediately, because it's not too long. It's a fairly easy one, really. And if this could give us, extra research or something like that on our, whatever our construction ship can do, that would be extremely useful. And actually, even if it just ends up being some flat science, that wouldn't be so bad. I mean, minerals and energy may be a little less exciting, but I guess still good, because we're going to get it so freaking early. Wow, we're actually breaking even in both. Well, slight deficit, less than 1. Solar Sailor, it's just some flat research. Okay, so, and not a tremendous amount of it, so not too exciting, but I guess it'll have to do. I'm gonna go over there. Ooh, remnants. So these are hints of the previous civilization. Oh, right, we probably have to change some policies. So our first contact protocol, we are xenophilic. We're gonna be very eager to go and meet as many people as possible. Oh, right. I was debating a policy that would have actually given me more envoys, which I don't have here. Well, that's not true. Xenophile, do you start with a base of 2? Maybe you start with a base of 2, so we do still get an extra +1 over here. And yeah, we're going to be very eager to make contact with people, meet them, make friends with them, join a federation. Very much not looking for militaristic gameplay this time around. Hopefully, things will work out that way. Alright, thank you for gaining a level, and we're going to leave that one for now, that's for sure, because that is pretty difficult. So a couple of things. First of all, I'm going to queue those 2 up, and secondly, since I have this money that I'm sitting around, because I wasn't building my science ships quickly enough, we're going to clear that sprawling slum now to get the +1 population, which is going to be really useful. Construction ship, well, you just have to wait here for the survey to complete. This science ship over here, we're going to be very happy to get Meticulous over here. Now, unfortunately, these are not the youngest of scientists. I guess there's a possibility that there could be a habitable world in this little loop. You know what? No, I'm going to send you over here. Yeah, let's go and do that. We can leave this until later. We want to branch out. The Grunner. Is this the precursors? I don't remember these guys. No, the tree race. Maybe? I don't remember. It's unclear why the species, call themselves the Grunner, disappeared from the rural system. Our scientists have isolated a promising archaeological dig site on the planet. Further study will find things. Are these our precursors? We're not going to dig this up now. I mean, first of all, I've got to go and actually claim the system. Okay, another science ship. Oh, another Meticulous, and he's only 29. He or she. That's excellent. Why don't you just run out this way? I think we've already got someone queued to go in that vague direction, but it's going to be okay. Fully surveyed over here. Not a brilliant system, but, I mean, it's adjacent. We're definitely going to pick it up. So if we open this up now, you can see 20% habitability on this ocean world. It would be so bad. Thematically, I can't see anything other than us going with Discovery right away. Expansion sort of makes sense because we actually are going to be very eager to plop down some extra planets as quickly as possible, but the theme of Discovery is just 100% who we are. One of the things we discussed is previously the technological ascendancy isn't necessarily that strong a trait again, because just some extra % research speed, it is very nice, but often there's other ways to get more multipliers that in other ways that leads you to have a bigger, healthier population base, which means you get more science that way. But thematically, we just have to go technological ascendancy in our game. We've got no choice. So same reason we're going to go Discovery over here. It does give us the map, the Stars Edict. And I think it just gives us also the yeah, it gives us the anomaly research speed 20% boost immediately. And if we wanted to spend 200 influence, we could take the map the stars. That might be a little tricky. We might, if depending on some events and things like that. I mean, I could sit and not expand for a bit and just run that policy. It is very nice because, like, the survey speed boost is nice, but the anomaly research discovery chance is actually really good. It's actually really good. Because it makes the systems you survey just so much stronger. I don't know. In terms of policies over here, yeah, we have to go expansionist first. We'll change it, you know, fairly soon, but right now we do need the outpost cost decrease. We'll probably change our war philosophy to join a federation at some point. No. We are proactive. Yes, that's fine. Open borders. I suspect our not economy. Trade policy will probably go consumer benefits later on for more trade goods, but I think we'll leave it as is for now. This. Okay. Everything is fine. There's a good chance our war philosophy will change. Oh, wow. We have unemployed people over here already. We also have, like, shit for amenities, and we are going to have some problems on this planet. I'm actually wondering if the first thing I do is build a holo theater, which sounds so weird because the monument is nice, more unity, more faster is really great. The alloy foundry, you know, you can only have the one per planet. It gives us a ton more alloys, which we're going to want a lot of. I think I'm going to be forced to build a holo theater though. Like, our stability is so bad. I hate it. But I think, especially as our population continues to grow, and as our devastation gets worse, I think we're going to need that just to keep people busy. Okay, we're going to leave that. That's way too long. We're going to do the research station, and then we're out of resources for the other. Oh, I hate that. That just feels wrong to me, but I think we're going to need it. Just shift Q that. I have enough for another science ship. You can come back to it when you're high. No, you know what? Go ahead and research it now. Yeah, alright, let's go another one. Maybe we'll use this one to just check out our backyard over here and make sure everything's groovy. Another dig site.
Anomaly found.
We're gonna leave that one. Alright. Science ship. I guess we'll do this. You know, if one of these is much younger, I might do that just to, you know, increase the chance they live long enough to give us good science, but survey, and survey over here. Thank you kindly.
Construction project concluded.
Okay. That's going to be a decent system. I mean, we're going to have to take Vural soon just to be able to move out this way. But I guess we'll go over here. Hasn't finished being surveyed, but we can move it. Swirling Shadow, Shadow Play, +3 bio research, or society research, is very nice over here. And so we're losing a little bit of time by doing the anomalies. But I just mean okay. That one at least, yeah, nice and short. We've got the skill for it. Oh, I actually am so nervous because we could just fail to find a planet completely. And we'll move into Demon's Eye Nebula. That sounds like a great neighborhood. You know, good for kids, lots of schools. Sonified Science just giving us a boost, which is actually a fairly significant boost. Like a year's worth of each research? Well, not each, but engineering and physics.
System survey concluded.
Alright, yeah, let's definitely go and claim this system. The infinity equation. Wait, what? Oh, where is this? Oh, this must be this. Just doesn't have the name yet. So, yes, it's got the infinity sphere in orbit around the black hole here. Begins the technosphere event
Situation
change.
log updated.
Okay. Alright. I don't remember if there's like a special project or how it works. But there we go. We've met our first Leviathan. It's awe-inspiring. We're xenophiles, and, you know, I think, like, it's just this interest, this curiosity about the world. It's less that we, you know, specifically love aliens, and we're not necessarily sociable, but they're like, oh, you're interesting and different, and yeah, let's be friends, and we probably have different ways of thinking about things, and what a great way to expand our knowledge base. So we might claim this at some point just because it's kind of on the way. It's too bad, you know, there's nothing mineable for us directly. Survey here. And I don't know, yeah, let's move our way into the nebula because that sounds kind of hilarious to me. The demon's eye nebula.
Project concluded.
Alright, let's do the research station first, and then you can do the others.
Survey concluded without
Ancient survey marker +4 minerals. Okay. That's actually turning out to be a really good system. How come you're not doing anything? You're not surveying here? And then survey here, and then over there. Please and thank you.
Research concluded.
Alright. How come, did we pause? I guess we're getting slightly different rates of different things. That's fine. Okay, lasers are quite good early on because a lot of the sort of space monster stuff that you're going to run into early don't have shields, so they're vulnerable to lasers. So grabbing that tech early is nice. On the other hand, I'm wondering if we just grab 0G laboratories here. And I think I like that idea. You know, it's not going to count for much, but it will be a little bit more science, and that's going to be good. There's no way there's going to be a planet in the black hole system. On the other hand, it is going to be really fast to survey. We'll do that, we'll do that.
Anomaly found.
This is a very quick anomaly. Which one's this one? Oh, asteroid composition is different. Okay. Is that going to be, what, the life electric one? Maybe. I don't know. Population. Okay, we have no available jobs. We want to add some more soon. This is still kind of... I'm thinking we're going to put down an industrial district, so that way we can get more consumer goods, as well as more alloys, which we are going to need to move into space. I think even the colony ship will need alloys later on, right? Do I want to build more science ships right now? You know, I think I do. I don't normally build this much until maybe I get like the auto explore option, because I don't like micromanaging this many, but we really do have to find a planet as quickly as possible. We need to know what direction to expand in with our construction ship. But I mean, we're starting to get a fair amount of visibility, which is good. And of course, you know, everyone's just eager to be in a science ship. That's totally our jam. So, you know, we've got a lot of candidates waiting to be scientists. So that's kind of cool. This sort of looks like Orion a little bit. Not quite, because these guys are a little too crooked, but that's the vibe I'm getting. All right, folks. Well, thank you very much for watching this first episode of a new Stellaris series. Again, this one might end up being really short if we can't find another planet. And the problem is, even if we do find another planet and settle there, we're going to be probably fairly far behind everyone else, that depending on who our neighbors are, we might just suddenly get stomped if they decide that we are a tasty morsel. It may come to it where we're going to we might have to become a vassal. We're certainly going to be extremely eager to join a federation of any kind, like as quickly as possible. And then we're going to play a fairly diplomatic game is going to be the idea, that hopefully we can, you know, in the long term, unify the galactic community against whatever crisis may come up. Thanks a lot for watching, folks, and I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye-bye.